Hello, my name is Pete Nicholson. I'm the Chief Fiduciary Officer with First National Wealth Management. Today, we're going to talk about planning tips to help both pre-retirees and retirees outpace the cost of living and to make sure their portfolio is set up for retirement. Many investors continue to worry about outliving their assets and the size of their nest egg. A recent survey was conducted that stated approximately 1 out of every 3 workers that are aged 45 and older plan on delaying retirement. Conversely, majority of U.S. workers who are retiring early are regretting not saving more. Why is this happening? Well, many simply have not saved enough in their portfolios. In addition, the rising cost of living, basically the price we're paying for cost of goods and services continues to be a challenge for many out there. So what are some planning ideas for both pre-retirees and retirees? If you're a pre-retiree and you're worried about this, you really need to put yourself in a position where you're saving as much as you can, as early as you can. Make sure you're engaging a planner for this and to have them craft a plan for you and have them assist you in calculating how much you're going to need in your nest egg by the time you do retire. There are several rules of thumb for this to use as framework for this number, such as investing 15 to 20% of your pre-retirement income into a nest egg. And that includes employer-sponsored plans like 401ks, 403bs, as well as other tax-deferred assets such as Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs. Another good rule of thumb for the pre-retiree is to make sure you save 20 times your pre-retirement income in your nest egg. So for example, if you're earning $80,000 on an annual basis, you should have saved approximately $1.6 million when you retire. Equally as important is making sure you have a firm grip on your budget and your expenditures, and having an understanding of how your expenses look when you approach retirement is incredibly important. Ultimately, this will gauge how much you should have in your nest egg by the time you retire. Many pre-retirees assume that Social Security will continue to be around and will be able to offset a lot of your expenditures. But the reality is the future of Social Security continues to be an uncertain variable. And although it's possible that the retiree may continue to receive some sort of a reduced benefit, you should invest as though Social Security won't be in existence by the time you retire. One helpful idea for pre-retirees is to make sure you're writing down your short, intermediate, and long-term goals and have your planner calculate the probability of actually attaining these goals. And if your probability of attaining those goals is less than what you desire, make sure you're working with your planner to come up with a plan to either increase your savings amount, adjust your asset allocation, or even adjust your expenses. It could even be a combination of the 3 of these. And if you're someone who's approaching retirement or you're in retirement, make sure you're engaging your planner if you are feeling a little bit of anxiety around the cost of living and inflation. Make sure you focus on the things that you can control, like expenses. You may be in a position where you may have to tighten some of your discretionary expenditures, and make sure you're prioritizing your needs relative to your wants. And if you're in retirement, it's a good time to reassess your current asset allocation, your mix of stocks for growth, bonds for stability, as well as cash, just to make sure you have the correct amount. Conventional wisdom tells you that over time, a retiree should back off aggression, back off your stock allocation. Well, the reality is a lot of folks need to maintain your current stock exposure to help provide you with growth opportunities as well as inflation protection over time. So these items, these actions pre-retirees and retirees can take will put you in the best position possible for financial success. In summary, as a pre-retiree, you need to make sure you're saving as much as possible and utilizing all the tax-deferred vehicles that you have at your disposal. If you're in retirement, making sure that you're conducting a financial plan and engaging your planner to make sure you're in the best position possible for financial success.